is our video. It's 10 most insane roller coasters you won't believe exist, and I'm going to be debunking it. I know I haven't done this series in a while, but I think it's about time I continue. So here we go.
There is no better place to release some adrenaline than at the top of a roller coaster. So grab a friend, put on your seatbelt, and get ready, because today we're going to explore some of the craziest roller coasters on Earth. Some of them made it to this list because they're fast. Some of them are here because of their height, and some of them are here because you have no idea where they are taking you until it's already too late to get off. Do you have what it takes to get inside any of these rides? I put together for you 10 of the craziest roller coasters that are sure to make you scream at the top of your lungs. And who knows, maybe you like them so much that you'll go back for another round. Or maybe...
Alright, I believe we have just found...
Or some of the taking you until it's already too late. And who knows, maybe you like them so much that you'll go back...
And right here we have an AI-generated picture of a Vekoma SLC, which is just great. But it's just funny to imagine a train trying to go through that. And also, it's not even an inverted coaster. The track seems to be right side up, but that is beyond me.
For another round. Or maybe, understandably, you'll be too intimidated that you don't want to come close to roller coasters that are sure to make you scream at the... You can handle this, right? And who knows, maybe you like them so much that you'll go...
He says intimidated.
Them so much that you'll go back for another round. Or maybe...
This ride is not intimidating. These helixes
Understandably, you'll be too intimidated that you don't want to come close to them. Be sure to check out number 1. You can handle this ride, I'm sure you can pretty much handle any roller coaster in the world.
Alright.
Number 10. Sky Scream. Meet
A Skyrocket 2 on a top 10 list. Oh, I'm so sick of this. There's literally there's multiple clones of this, most famously being Electric Eel at SeaWorld San Diego, but here we go.
Sky Scream, a spooky ride with lots of turns and drops enough to keep you screaming the whole time. To prepare you for the experience, the Sky Scream has been put within an area that will make you feel like the zombie apocalypse has just begun.
It's just theming.
You're at the center of it. This ride can go as fast as 100 kilometers per hour, passing through many twists and loops in just a short amount of time. You can find the Sky Scream at holiday parks.
That is not a loop. He said twists and loops. Twist, I guess, is kind of acceptable, but it's a Heartline rule, but that is not a loop. And this ride contains 0 vertical loops.
In Germany, an amusement park you can't miss if you're a fan of roller coasters.
And there's multiple better rides here, such as Expedition G-Force. But is that going to be on this list? No.
Number 9.
Oh yeah, Yuzu, we want to be supporting this person. Oh yes.
Smiler. One of the scariest moments of a ride is when you make it...
Alright, here now, on one of these videos, we finally have a ride that injured someone. But it's only when the title doesn't mention anything about people getting injured.
An inversion and you go upside down, wishing the train will stay on its tracks and make it back safely. Imagine having to go through 14 inversions, though.
Oh no, 14 inversions? That's so scary.
That's what happens at Smiler, the ride with the most inversions in the world. While the Smiler is not as high as most of the rides on this list, and it definitely doesn't break any records in terms of speed, all those inversions are more than enough to turn your ride into a crazy experience. The ride has capacity to have 5 trains running at the same time, allowing for around 1,200 people per hour. Back in 2015, a group of riders collided with an empty test train, which did cause injuries to some and turned their smiles into frowns.
That is explained very blankly. What actually happened is that they sent out a test run. The ride was being operated in winds over the manufacturer's specifications. The empty train valleyed in one of the valleys, but I guess they didn't notice it, and they sent a train up the lift hill. It stopped at the top of the lift hill because that's what it's supposed to do, but they called maintenance to override the lift hill to where it continued through the course, and it ended up striking it. It takes about the same amount of time to explain that as it did to say test cars collided, and and there's no such thing as a test car. It's just a test run, but it's just call it an empty train. Like, next.
This ended up with a series of lawsuits, but the park authorities apologized for their mistakes and claimed the ride is now safer than ever. And kudos to them, they at least put in the effort. Number 8. Thunder Dolphin. Right at the heart of Tokyo Dome City, we'll find the Thunder Dolphin, the park's main attraction. This is a roller coaster that can reach a speed of up to 180 kilometers per hour with a drop of about 80 degrees, which is pretty close to free falling. The way this ride flies over a wavy course makes it look like a dolphin swimming through the ocean.
Also, something to mention, I don't know how to convert kilometers to miles per hour, so just take what he says with a grain of salt, but if anybody is not from the US in the comments, please tell me if he is correct on the speeds of the rides in kilometers.
Which does explain its name. This ride goes through buildings and even a Ferris wheel. The ride is crazy, it's thrilling, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And there's no excuse if you don't speak Japanese to find your way around this park. There are in fact English-speaking staff who help you find your way and make sure you have a great time at Thunder Dolphin and the rides around. Make sure you add it to your list on your next trip to Japan. Number 7. Stealth. And now let's have a look at the fastest and second tallest roller coaster in the UK. Stealth, the main attraction at Thorpe Park Resort. This ride can take you from 0 to 80 miles per hour in a matter of only 2.3 seconds. Just think about that next time you're on the road. It'll definitely take you a bit longer than that for your car to reach that speed in a regular road. Right after reaching its high speed, the Stealth goes up to its highest peak at 205 feet high. From there you'll go downhill and be back at the starting point in the blink of an eye.
Also,
Right after reaching its high speed, the Stealth goes up to its highest peak at 205 feet high. From there you'll go downhill and be back at the starting point in the blink of an eye. A crazy and unique experience that has happened at the Stealth is a rollback, which is when the trainer car is not able to make it to the top and goes backwards to its starting point. This happens due to energy loss, and it's not necessarily a part of the regular experience, but I'm sure it adds to the thrill if you see that your ride is not going where it's
Yes, rollbacks are really good, not dangerous. In this, I would love to have a rollback on an intimate accelerator like this.
supposed to. But don't worry, this doesn't happen very often, and there's a whole system built to make sure riders return safely without any major issues. If you ride the Stealth and you experience a rollback, just relax and pretend it was part of the fun. Number 6. Saw the Ride. Also in Thorpe Park, we have another crazy ride, one that was inspired by a series of films as twisted as the experience of getting in on this, the Saw film franchise. This ride, which was advertised as the scariest one in the world, starts indoors, taking you through a lot of film references such as a hanging pendulum blade and some of Jigsaw's tools. You'll probably come face to face with some of your fears during this first part, but none of them will compare to what you'll experience next. Once you're taken out of the indoor section, you'll be sent—
Why is he using Planet Coaster footage? Why can't he just use a POV and give credit to Coaster Force or something?
30 meters high to immediately be sent down at an angle of 100 degrees, making it a very steep fall. In fact, when the ride first opened, it was officially named the steepest drop in the history of roller coasters. You'll do this while going under rotating blades, followed by more thrills down a couple of loops to finally be sent down to the end of the ride. Up until 2012, you were able to get a DVD of your journey, but the cameras that recorded it were later removed. However, I'm sure you won't need a video of your experience to remember everything that you're gonna go through. Number 5. Expedition G-Force.
My bad, that actually is on it.
The Skyscream is not the only crazy ride you can find at Holiday Park. Let's go back to Germany to explore one of the largest roller coasters in Europe, the Expedition G-Force. In case you're—
Fun fact, this coaster is actually in the hit game Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as one of the doable pre-built rides under the Giga Coaster category, even though it's not a Giga, but same track.
Wondering about its name, it might have something to do with the fact that the rider gets a lot of airtime during this experience.
And he knows what airtime is. Top 5 best is getting better.
In other words, this ride challenges the gravity force quite a lot of times during its many large hills and twisted turns while you fly over the woods in a beautiful lake. It'll feel as if you're suspended in the air. If you want to get the best out of this experience, make sure you ride on the back of the train. You'll definitely—
And he knows to ride in the back.
get lots of airtime over there. Number 4. El Toro. Who doesn't love a good old wooden roller coaster? I sure do. Number 4. El Toro. Who doesn't love a good old wooden roller coaster? I sure do. Sometimes they're quite rough and quite too bumpy, but no modern roller coaster can replace the feeling of a classic. El Toro, which...
Classic, as he says. It's 2006, and El Toro is very smooth. A very smooth wooden coaster.
Literally translates to the bull in Spanish, is one of the best wooden roller coasters in the United States. In fact, El Toro is considered one of the fastest and tallest wooden roller coasters on Earth, with modern technology that provides the best of both worlds, a smooth and thrilling experience over an old and yet majestic structure.
Just know that structure is not old. 2006 is new.
A few seconds into the ride are more than enough for anyone to understand where it got its name from. El Toro pretty much mimics the experience of riding an untamed bull, hoping it'll just bring you back intact to the finishing point. With so many turns and a steep drop, you'll feel like this bull is trying to shake you off its back. You'll be proud of yourself when you make it back from the experience, and if you really love wooden rides, you'll definitely go back for a second round. If you want to ride on El Toro, make your way to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, a heaven for roller coaster aficionados. Number 3. King Dakar. And here's another...
Long live the king, and also he's using another mirrored video of King Dakar, and also he spelled King Dakar wrong. It says King Dakar. Dude, just give credit to Six Flags or something, or whoever recorded it.
A crazy ride that's also in the Six Flags Great Adventure. Remember how crazy the stealth was? Well, if you thought going from 0 to 80 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds was a lot, you might not be ready for King Dakar, the bigger and crazier version of stealth. This ride, which is considered the tallest in the world and the absolute
Nope, Falcon's Flight is taller.
This is in North America, goes from 0 to 128 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. And you will definitely need this bump of acceleration to go up 45 stories into the sky. Going any slower could cause a rollback, and I'm sure no one would like that. If that wasn't enough, a spiral drop will be waiting for...
What do you mean nobody would like a rollback? People die for rollbacks on Top Thrill 2. Because that can happen on the second launch if it's not powerful enough. I meant the third launch if it's not powerful enough. You can roll back. And they did on King Dakar.
You at the top, which then will lead you into a modest camel hump that will surely make you feel like a king. Now it's time for the day's best.
YouTube really loves to support these people that feed misinformation.
Perhaps a salad? Perhaps
and
not.
I'm not associated with any of these.
Imagine being up in the clouds, soaring above the highest buildings in the world. The rides on our list, which I think are some of the craziest in the world, have defied gravity, speed, and heights to give us the most thrilling of experiences. This image right here is pretty much representative of what I feel every time I go on one of these rides. It's like going on a journey far beyond the limits of the sky. The last two picks of the day are really something else, and one of them even adds a fourth dimension aspect to it. Number 2. X2.
Wait,
are really something else.
Out. This is obviously a fake picture, and this is... I've seen this as a thumbnail. Oh, shit. It's already flooded.
And one of them even adds a fourth dimension aspect to it. Number 2. X2. The Six Flags parks are known to be hosts of some of the craziest rides ever. In fact, 2 of the roller coasters on this list are part of the park in New Jersey. And now I'm bringing you a third one, but this one is in Los Angeles at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it's...
No, Magic Mountain's not in Los Angeles.
Called X2. This ride promises to get all of your senses involved, blasting awesome music and sound effects, flipping your body around at 360 degrees and
I don't know, but correct me, but I don't think that X2 has music effects. But, like, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I've never heard anything about X2 having music effects.
Face down on a very steep track. You might want to close your eyes to seize the thrill, but it'll be quite impossible once you realize you can't predict your next move. The X2 will take you through a wide variety of dives, twists, and loops. It even blows flames at you, for God's sake.
Nope, X2 doesn't have any vertical loops.
This adds a fourth dimension aspect to the thrill. But don't worry, everything has been carefully designed to make sure you have the craziest but safest experience.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10
That's not even his voice. It's a different guy.
years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Number 1. Takabisha. Once again,
Oh,
Japan
it's Shellraiser's wimpy Japanese cousin. There.
gives us another ride for our list. This time it's the Takabisha, a steel roller coaster in the Fuji-Q Highland theme park. What makes this ride so famous is that it was launched as the steepest ride in the world. Its drop has an angle of 121
No, it's not the
degrees.
steepest in the
In fact,
world.
Takabisha has just
Shellraiser
lost that record in October 2019 to the TMNT Shellraiser
Oh,
roller
he got
coaster
it.
in America.
Hikaru.
But the Takabisha still has a lot of other features that make it the craziest ride. The whole roller coaster is about 1,000 meters long and you finish it all in less than 2 minutes. The ride begins with a drop into pitch black darkness, quickly followed by a journey down a dark tunnel at 100 kilometers per hour. After that, it's all a bunch of twisted turns until you make it to the top of a 43-meter hill. There you'll find a steep drop that they brag about. You'll feel as if you're about to hit the ground with your face down, but instead you'll be set into a dive loop, an inline loop, and an Immelman loop. The 2 minutes will be over before
No, it's not called an Immelman loop. It's called just an Immelman.
you know it, and if you like that adrenaline rush, you'll want to go up once again. After all, you don't often experience a drop as steep as the one over here. Have you been on any of these rides? And if so, how was your experience? Let us know in the comment section down below. Maybe there's a crazy roller coaster experience you want to share with us. With all that said and done, I hope you all have a
roller
great day.
coaster experience I would want to share with you is when the Steel Vengeance crew was being really efficient, but they straight up forgot to. They didn't push down on the restraints. They only pulled up, which is fine. But I was actually catching air on those airtime hills. To the point where I even got airtime on the pre-lift section, which is insane. But that is safe, but just don't stand up. Don't do stupid stuff like that. Just stay seated. You'll be okay. Alright, there.
Hey everybody, and I will see you all next time.
What does it mean?
Oh, guys,
to live
I'm inside of it. I'm in a coaster train right now. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna push down the restraint real quick. Can't get out of it now. I'm trapped. Bye.